We are now recording.
Sick.
Hello.
Hello.
Who's being recorded for what?
We are for posterity.
Mum.
For the record, the official record.
Did you just say your mum?
Yep. I've got to assert myself as the youngest person in the room.
That's how I assert dominance.
Am I ever going to escape that, or is that just going to be part of our cultural legacy forever?
You were the one that came up with that, I'd like to say.
I know.
For an
I know.
entire
That's why
of that bloody campaign.
You didn't have a name, and I provided one.
Yeah, and now you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Sorry. Actions have consequences.
So,
Yeah.
you guys are all in the west building of the art...
Costume department.
You're in the costume department of the art section, and you're all part of the friendship club. Do you all already know each other?
I have probably not yet introduced myself to the friendship club.
I'm the founder of the friendship club, and it's very dorky kind of president. No one appointed me. I just said that, and no one.
Like, you're the founder.
No one. Yeah, no one wanted to interact with me enough to say that's not the case, because then that would involve talking to me more.
And so, how long has Ghost Girl been in the club?
It's her online username. Oh, I don't know. Are we gonna do like this is the inaugural meeting of the club, or are we doing like a pre-established?
Well, are we
This is
already assassins though?
Oh yeah, that's
going to
true.
be
Yes.
my
So we've been
first
meeting for a
meeting.
while, maybe. It depends on what year of uni you're in. If we're in like second year or third year, that's how long we've been doing this for.
So you do have the chance, if you want, for this to be how you become assassins. We could start in the past, or some of you could already be established as knowing each other.
I think established feels right to me.
Okay.
This character's so awkward they would never actually meet any new people.
So maybe you guys are second years and Hippie is first year?
I think I'm probably a second year. I just was avoiding
Interacting
friends.
with people.
Well, I was trying to make friends through other methods in first
Is
year.
this our friendship club recruitment drive we do every year then? This is what's happening now?
Absolutely.
We printed flyers and everything.
Picture the recruitment scene for Becca from Pitch Perfect. Don't know why that's my brain went, but that's where it went.
Isn't Becca just like a total asshole who doesn't like films?
How dare you? She is the hottest woman in the history of hotness.
Oh,
I mean, she's not even the hottest woman in that film.
Yes, she is. She absolutely is. Are you kidding me? She's a goth girl. She makes music in weird ways that you would not make music in. She has a squiggly ear piercing. Beautiful.
But she's like so unfathomably boring that she has no social life.
Not a single character in that movie has any sense of a regular life. Listen, Arkady, beauty is subjective, okay? It's subjective. You may not think Becca's attractive. I found her to be one of my queer awakenings. So...
A quick lore question about the friendship club. Are we to assume that we are the only members? Or is there more members but we are the only ones that are assassins as well?
I think you guys are A, the only members, and B, the assassins as well.
Okay, sweet.
Like, this is just one of those clubs that people are like, is that really even a club? Does it count? It's like 2 people.
There's currently 3 of us.
So you guys
We're about to recruit a 4th. Excellent.
Good times.
Well, there isn't 3 of you, because one of you is a bionicle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so true. So yeah, 2 of us. Maybe I like to think that there's this, like, I think we fudge the numbers.
I'd
to
also
like
like to
pretend that more
imagine-
students are members of the club that aren't.
I think originally I was the only member of the club, but I had fudged the numbers, so it seemed that there were a dozen people. So when other people joined, they thought there was going to be other people.
And
And you're just like, this is a really slow meeting. That's all.
and like Mads is the only one who stayed on. The other ones sort of like dropped off and have just been using it to bulk their
Yeah.
resume.
I was like, this is exactly my vibe.
So, you guys are checking your account, I assume, that has like a list of requests. You could probably get requests from all sorts of different people.
mainly the request is why, just the question why. Why do you exist?
No, but like I think that like you have like you've done a couple of jobs now, so people know that they can like go to you for like getting rid of something in the area. Like you're not international or anything, but like people know that you're like the local supernatural people to hit up.
We're the
You're gonna
Ghostbusters.
call Ghostbusters.
Right? So you're the local Ghostbusters. And this is in Bournemouth?
Yep.
Hmm.
Apparently, well, we don't have to be in Bournemouth because there's nothing in Bournemouth and it's a terrible place. Don't ever go there. It sucks.
I was gonna be like, I don't know what's in Bournemouth.
Well, now we
Nothing
have
in
to be in
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
There is nothing
Yeah.
in Bournemouth. It sucks. It has got a single beach, which actually has some cute goats nearby.
I need
but
to know
it's
how
got
far it is
sewage
from
water,
Bournemouth to 20.
and it is the most desiccated town you will ever go to. It's such a perfect microcosm for capitalism, specifically late stage capitalism.
Oh,
It's
this is
a
beautiful.
terrible
No,
place.
it's absolutely set in Bournemouth. I'm sorry, but it's set in Bournemouth because it looks like one of those like hotel-y places.
It is. There is nothing aside from the beachfront where there are hotels and like resorts, and then you go into the rest of Bournemouth and it's deserted, and you're guaranteed gonna get asked for money by someone that looks like they're definitely a crackhead within 30 seconds of having
Oh my
entered the
god,
town.
I think
speaking
I've
from
been there.
experience.
You're like, I
It
remember this
sucks.
experience.
It's like, I don't remember it actually, that's what's ringing a bell.
Okay,
It's not worth
so-
remembering, but I have... Huh?
Bournemouth fucking sucks, and I spent 3 years of my life there. Such
Ah.
fun.
It's
You'll
got a
have to
place
see
called
it.
Adventure Wonderland though, how could it be bad?
I don't think I've ever been there. There's like 3 different mini golf places, and one of them lets you drink alcohol.
Perfect, the best kind.
Yep.
Adventure Wonderland, huh?
I don't know if I've been to Bournemouth, but I've got family that live really close, so I'd be very surprised if we haven't.
So, one of your requests is they want you to go to Adventure Wonderland and
Oh
just
my god.
like hang out there for a couple of nights because they've been getting people saying that there's like a weird shit going on, and they want just like you to have said that it's okay.
I like get very
Well-
excited reading this email in and I go, free holiday, guys, free holiday for the Friendship Club.
I'd love to go on a holiday. That sounds wonderful.
It's simply delightful. But, I mean, we do have to work, but you know, that's even better than a free holiday, because it's actually like a paid holiday. I like pull up a
Wow.
separate spreadsheet on my laptop to do like a sort of like costs of like how much it will cost in fuel to get there, who's gonna drive, start working out the numbers so I can send a quote through.
And I'm gonna say that Bacchus is probably like entering this place at this moment while you guys are sitting there doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm doing like the calculations for like the travel
Yeah.
expenses.
Yeah, I'm like running off numbers from you, being like, we could do this, and like make sure you add a 30% margin to that.
So
I think we should start charging extra for fuel, actually.
the person that enters the room, they've got like kind of longish, like bright white hair, like it's a natural white. and well, it's not a natural white, but it's natural for them personally. They're wearing like a kind of brownish poncho with lots of like embroidery on patterns on it, and some very like loose floaty trousers, and they've got so much jewelry on them that you can hear them from like down the corridor. So you've been able to hear like clinking for like a minute or so before they got into the room. And they're also wearing like tinted shades in like a yellow tint. They've got like a little like a little like elastic band thing wrapped around their head with like also embroidery, maybe a couple of like beads hanging off of it. And they're barefoot as well. And this person is now entering the room. Wow. I mean, they're wearing sandals. They're not barefoot. They're wearing sandals.
Yeah, barefoot seems a really bad idea on the campus.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You snuck in.
I mean, on AUB, it's less needles and more just like you might step on a bit of bird shit, probably seagull
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Just
So-
sticky. You'll just step on sticky.
Yup.
Sticky and unpleasant.
Sausage understander.
Yes.
You
the sausage
should-
understander has logged on.
You have your little bionicle.
Yeah.
You need to make it. You need to give it an image.
Okay. So not Mr. Blobby this time.
I mean, if you want to make it Mr. Blobby again, you can. Also, you probably need to rename it to whatever bionicle you are.
I would, but it's not letting me edit it.
It's not.
No.
While you work that out, I'll share some sufficiently unsettling photos from Adventure Wonderland.
Mads, there's a hippie grandma who's just entered the room. Do you
Like,
think
slam my
we don't-
laptop shut.
Oh, okay, we're still playing. Hello, I am Barkus, and I have decided to grace this club with my incredible presence. You're quite welcome. Anyway, what do you actually do here?
Friendship.
We're the best at it.
We are. We're very good. You want friends?
Excellent.
You've come to the right place.
I've been told that I have some minor issues in this spectrum sphere.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. However, I disagree because personally, I understand that I am perfect in every way possible because that is the nature of being a deity. What can I say?
Okay.
Um,
Well, we're a rather exclusive club. Us being incredibly cool, as you can see.
mhm.
So, why do you think you're cool enough to be a friend in the friendship club?
I don't need to be cool enough. If anything, I'm stooping to bring myself to this club. To be
I
honest.
lean over and whisper, they do seem pretty cool.
They do have a point about anyone stooping to our level.
Yes.
But let's not admit a position of weakness.
Agreed. Well, I suppose if you're that confident, we could give you a trial
Probationary
membership to the club.
period.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. So you've accepted me, and with that, Barkus is going to kind of drape himself across like 2 to 3 chairs, however many there are free. Basically, is how many chairs Barkus is.
I think all of our chairs are lawn chairs.
Yes.
That's fine.
We,
I'm gonna find a way.
So what do you say, launches?
Stand by.
You don't. You don't know. I.
What have I
Okay.
got to do with me?
I have a question. Do these two know that you are sentient yet, or have you just been tailing them?
I'm gonna let them decide that because I will have been talking to them and asking them questions, but it's how much they think I'm actually alive and how much they think.
What's your character's name?
Legal.
Legal.
Yeah.
I like to think I want to carry on some of the Derek McNormal tradition of not noticing the bleeding obvious, so I'm gonna just assume you're like one of those sushi robots.
Are you like the size of an actual bionicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, I'll introduce you to all our members then. who are
I
currently
love the
here. We have
idea
many
of
other
it being
members.
full size, by the way. Actually.
Oh!
So, I'm Guido. This is Mads,
Mhm.
and this is Logol. And I hold up the Bionicle. I don't know you're sentient, but I'm introducing you as one of the
We just
friends.
need to pump out the numbers.
You
I like-
have
Yeah.
a piece of plastic as a member of your club?
Oh, it's like a mascot of sorts.
Hello, incredibly shiny person. Are you here to join us in the hive?
It speaks?
No,
like I
no.
say, like a mascot.
It's like it has these pre-programmed voice commands that were put into it. So that's one of them.
Sound pre-programmed.
I think
Well,
it's
well,
more of like a
we
sort
hear
of like
something.
intelligence, like an AI. It's got
I
some
mean-
things. It's got a bit of machine learning. I think the tech students made it. I'm not sure.
No, I am Bolrock.
I'm sorry, what?
I am Legolt, a Bolrock of the tribe of the hive.
You know what?
I
maybe
don't
took
think
too many
these
mushrooms
two
this morning.
understand.
Who's
Anyway,
our friend?
before we continue too much further, there is the it's quite standard university procedure, I'm sure. We
so
do have
worried.
we do have a slight 12-page non-disclosure agreement with this club. So if we could just get your signature, I like pull out of my backpack. It's like document.
I'm sorry, you do have to pay for my autograph if you want it.
What do you accept? I have quite
Uh,
a rare trading card right here. I mean,
Nice.
you may not be aware of Surfing Pikachu, but there were only
that
ever
sounds
700
like
printed.
the lamest thing I've ever heard of. I accept money, blood sacrifices, or any other form of ritualistic offering that you can think of.
Well, we're a little bit strapped for cash currently, but we have a well, I guess you could sort of call it like a sponsorship to go to this local park, and once we get paid from that, we could pay you the money, but we do need your signature in advance.
Yes. Some people need friends, so they call on us to send some friends around.
Exactly, we're promoting friendship at Adventure Wonderland. Is actually what we're
Oh, you
doing.
mean I actually have to do things in this club? Oh,
No, it's just a free holiday, really. In fact, the less you do, the better. But if you could sign this document, and then we'll pay you once we get the money.
I'm not really one for being paid after I do a service, but I suppose I am actually in this club for a reason, so I might as well.
We are friends after all.
Not gonna read a single page of the document. Just gonna sign it on the front, not where it's actually supposed to sign. They're just signing it like it's a signed piece of paper.
Excellent.
Over
I'm
the
sure
other
that's good
text.
enough.
Yeah.
It's probably
Yes.
best if you don't look at it too closely. I say
Yes.
quickly, putting it back in my bag.
Yes. As soon as it's signed, and I lean over and say, "Did she sign the Sheldon clauses? The friendship agreement."
we can copy the signature later. Now we've got it.
I think it's very much like the Big Bang Theory's friendship agreement.
I know nothing about the Big Bang Theory because I'm not a millennial.
I know nothing about the Big
Wow.
Bang Theory, and I am a millennial.
I begrudgingly watched 2 episodes and then decided never again.
Philistines.
Fair.
Well, it's a bad show.
Friends is a
Well-
bad show, and people watch Friends.
Everything
I
I have
didn't.
ever learned about the Big Bang Theory
The
has
Big
been
Fang
entirely
Theory.
against my will. Yes.
Listen, my go-to sitcom is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so like, I ain't on any of this shit.
I hear that one's good, but I can't
is
get
very
past the. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I should.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very sitcom-y, so if you don't really like sitcoms, you're not gonna enjoy it. Like, I've watched quite a bit of Friends. I actually could not tell you why, because I hate every single character.
What is?
Except Joey, actually.
I
Joey's
don't
quite
think
cool.
you're supposed to like the characters in Friends.
No,
Yeah, but I
they're like the
don't think
friendship
you're
club.
supposed to
You're not meant to like
hate
them.
with the level of vitriol that I hate every single
Yeah.
character in Friends. They are all sociopaths.
I
I especially
remember.
want Ross to die. I want him to suffer horrific torture and
Oh, that's
die.
just the Friends experience in general. I've
Ah,
never met a
yep.
single. I will say, someone liking Ross is a terrifying thing.
I remember thinking Phoebe was funny.
Not bad.
She's the
I love-
character who, like, because again, like, this was one of those shows I was stuck watching. She's one of those characters that's like really good for a couple of episodes, and then you start seeing patterns. forming, and
Yes,
it's like,
that's right.
oh,
That's
she
right.
is a terrible person.
Right, she's funny, and
Hmm.
then as she keeps going, you're like, okay, she's just doing the same thing over and over again. I'm a bit tired.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
Not to
Big
mention,
Bang Theory
her
is
whole
filled
story
with people who are
is-
just as horrible as that.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I
her
love
whole
it.
story is just people laughing at people that have unfortunate life circumstances, which is an interesting way to go about it. Because it's definitely more laughing at her than with her.
Oh, I thought she would. Yeah, well, anyway. Let's get back to the game.
Yeah!
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
Ooh. Oh.
you guys are going to,
Adventure Wonderland.
yes. What's that called? Is it called a carnival, a fairground? What? There's a word I'm
park?
trying to think of.
Amusement park.
Amusement park. Thank you.
Did me
Well,
well.
It's got a maze.
Yeah,
Oh god, the
never
images.
been-
Some of
I don't think it's like actually inside Bournemouth, because like, I've been everywhere in Bournemouth, it's tiny, and I've
It's-
never seen it.
it's just outside.
It's giving me Gulliver's World vibes, and that is
There's so
horrifying.
many unsettling, like unexpectedly unsettling images of this place.
I know.
If I'm honest with you, this is what most of Bournemouth feels like.
I
There's
feel
one image on Google Images, like on the like maps images for this place that I don't want to share in this Discord chat because
Share
I'm
it.
sure it's fine, but it looks
Oh,
it doesn't look good.
that's where they take you to be funneled through a tube.
I don't think people emerge from that tube, to be
I
honest.
cannot express how much this place perfectly sums up what Bournemouth is like. This is what Bournemouth is like. All of Bournemouth is like this. It's this depressing looking and
So
abandoned.
good.
Actually, if you look in the middle, you can see the tubes.
Oh my god, it just keeps getting better. I'm going to share this one last image to really set the scene, I think.
You know how some places you can see like the love that has been put into something. You can see the absence of love in these pictures.
That is what Bournemouth is like. You can
Adventure
feel how much
Wonderland,
nobody
experience the
likes
absence
or
of
wants
love.
to be in Bournemouth. This is what Bournemouth is like. This is a perfect summarization of
This-
Bournemouth.
This is an actual place. We're all gonna get defamation suits in the mail.
Well, no, we're
I'm
not-
just gonna say, there is one place that I'm very glad is not where we're going to, and I'm going to send you the Wikipedia link.
I will
Why?
say, for the sake of balance, so I don't get sued, that it's got very good reviews.
Please bottom.
I'm sure it's a lovely place to visit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Blobbyland! No.
Crinkly bottom. Okay. So,
I want to send this more because of how it fucking describes the image. The abandoned remains of Crinkly Bottom.
amazing.
Oh man.
Okay.
It's a 12-minute drive from Bournemouth, is Adventure Wonderland, by the
So-
way.
Yes.
Excellent.
It's right near the airport
So
for
when
a
you
quick getaway.
when you guys arrive there, it's the beginning of like sunset, and the place is closed. It's closed for renovations, is what they claim.
Yes. Whereas really it's closed for us.
Yes, they're like, "Hey, welcome in. You have free reign of everything. There's a security guard who's going to be here, but other than that, it's not really
We'll just-
staffed at the moment."
We'll just do what we do best. Leave it with us.
Cool. Bye.
I like whip out a little pay machine and go, we do accept payment up front.
Oh, hold on. And the person toddles off and comes back with like a managery person. It's like, and the person goes half up front, half after. The manager.
3/4 up front.
3/4 up front.
Mm-hmm. Do you want the work done or not?
Fine.
It's a pleasure doing business with us. Leave us 5 stars on Yelp.
Depends on how well you do.
Oh, we only offer the best service.
Believe me, I am perfect in every way. I am incapable of doing a bad job. You are welcome to kiss my hand if you so wish.
If
This is our intern. Don't worry about that.
If you'd like to discuss how many stars you should be giving us, we can play a game later over it.
I can assure you our work ethic is only the highest of quality.
What? Who said that?
Me.
It's our motto.
Oh, that's our chatbot.
That's our chatbot.
plastic
It's our customer
creature.
service chatbot. We put it in a robot.
I believe this plastic creature might be sentient.
Oh my god, did we put a chatbot in a robot and it turned sentient?
We go to an arts
before you met me.
university. I don't know where we're going to find a tech department in the first place.
Right. Well, now that that's sorted, we will tell you that the maze and the carousel have been places where there's been a lot of activity.
Excellent. We'll begin our investigation there, and we'll
I mean,
we'll let you know in the morning.
So they're generally quite popular spots in a theme park. What?
Anyway.
Yes, that's where we'll take the most photographs. Yes.
Okay. Bye. And then the
Goodbye.
person just
Goodbye.
walks off.
You're welcome.
Well, it sounds like we're gonna have a fun time then. I love carousels.
Yeah, I think we should fire that bad boy up at some point tonight for sure.
That's the carousel.
Oh.
Oh, excellent.
It's kind of beautiful, really.
We could have a great time today. I'm
I
sure
feel
of it.
like this would be a great spot to hold some sort of orgy, honestly. Maybe I should invite a few people.
Well, you know, if you've got people you're willing to invite.
I
Yeah.
believe the method
Unfortunately,
would not work well for you, though.
not in our company or presence, as you signed a disclaimer saying that you
Yes.
would not have orgies in our presence.
That's clause 72.
Yes.
Oh no, I wouldn't want any of you there. Oh, of course not. Bold of you to assume.
So
No, I couldn't do it. It's fine. They try and drag me out of university. It's fine.
So the carousel has these beautiful looking
Elefante.
things on it.
They're elephants.
Yes. And they're painted so lovingly.
They're beautiful. Now with added bees.
Please.
With added bead.
Hell, why not? There's also bees.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest we start our investigation at the carousel before heading into the maze, because I don't know about you, but my sense of direction is not ideal. So if we're going to
Also,
get
what
all
are
of
we
our work
actually
finished, I mean
doing?
all of our sponsorship work finished today, let's start with the carousel before heading into the spooky maze.
Okay, so hold on. We got like you guys are over here. That's the entrance.
We got a Roll20 map in the works.
Maze. Maze. Woo!
Wow, it's beautiful. I love it.
Carousel.
Maze.
Now it's corn.
Magical. This is true beauty.
No, it's corn.
Here's the entrance.
You can also get a corn maze.
Here
Yeah.
is the booth that the guy is in, and the tickets are taken, and that kind of stuff.
Oh, sorry, I was doodling. I forgot.
Uh, here is
We
like
were prioritizing.
Yeah.
here's like the wheel, and here's like over here is like bumper cars. That's a B for bumper cars. And then like this area is all those like little tchotchke games. Ta-da!
I love it.
Magical, truly.
Yeah.
You're just jealous of my art skills.
Honestly, it's about on level with mine. I think. I think I could maybe draw something this good, possibly.
I don't know. You have to practice real hard.
I mean,
Oh,
probably. Honestly, I probably would.
that's such a cute bee.
Cat,
It's beautiful.
Stop trying to eat my medicine.
Now
So, are we at the carousel at present, or are we just still at
Yes.
the entrance?
For the record,
I think we moseyed on over.
yeah. For the record, for legal reasons, in case anybody from Bournemouth finds this, this is not actually a representative of what the place that we picked actually looks like. This is just.
I'm also sure it's not haunted, probably. I mean, I guess I can't be sure of that either. We make no guarantees on the hauntedness.
I mean,
I do,
Okay,
however,
then.
believe there will be bees.
I feel like any fairground or amusement park is haunted. I feel like they all are haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no more haunted or less haunted than your
I
average
mean,
amusement
the
park, I'm sure.
ground in this country is chock full of corpses, so like there's dead bodies everywhere.
Just
Sure.
everywhere. Everywhere's
Yeah.
haunted here.
As a treat.
Becomes three of
I
the
Oh,
record.
can't
extra
move my
treat.
character image. I don't know.
So you guys should probably move your little characters.
I'm trying.
Boop.
It does not want
Oh
to.
wait, I
let
just
me.
added myself
It
again.
doesn't you let me
There's
do
just
it.
2 of me now.
It doesn't let you do it?
No, I think you have to give us that permission on the thing.
I thought I gave you permission. Yeah, I gave you both permission.
No, I can't move mine either.
I can't move it.
Neither could I.
But I just made another one, and I can move that.
Oh, what
Okay.
Maybe if you put yourself
I'm
in.
Okay.
doing.
So try, drag yourself by the word.
By the
But now I can
word.
move it.
Which one is it? That one or that one? That one, okay.
Okay, there are now 2 Barkuses.
I will converse with
2
the
of
bees.
them.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent.
Be amongst the bees.
We probably won't be using this map for much because it's too artistic to, like, look at. But you know.
It's nice, I like it.
Yeah.
So you guys are at the carousel.
Mhm.
And
I assume we've got some equipment with us. Doing our job equipment. You know,
I'm
EMF
going
readers,
to
etc.
find something that I can glamorously lean against.
Perfect.
Getting
On
this
the
far.
carousel?
Well, possibly. I mean, if there's like a pretty looking horse, then I'll drape myself over that.
There's
just
You're gonna
some-
find the
anything.
You're gonna find the prettiest looking of the things to drape yourself over.
of the
Yep,
strange
pretty much.
elephantus.
Yes.
Yep. Is this what you've decided on? Okay.
That is one of the first searches for Mr. Blobby theme park. Mr. Blobby theme park haunted.
Because Mr. Blobby is one of the most hated characters in the history of the UK.
Why
He
did
is.
Help.
Why
Help.
did
Oh.
Mr. Blobby?
Oh, I hate this picture. I hate it. Oh my god.
Amazing. You're going to have to.
I think it's because he's so sexual.
He's sexual.
He's so sexual. Like when I saw Mr. Blobby on TV as a child, I knew that it was uncomfortable and creepy and gross, but I didn't have the ability to articulate those feelings because I didn't know that Mr. Blobby was being incredibly sexual at that time.
I don't think I've ever watched any like actual Mr. Blobby, so
I have not. I'm too young for this. Sorry, can't relate. Just Gen
Only
Z
things he does is stand with a terrifying grin, occasionally pour his goo on people, or push people into vats of goo. His
I'm
goo.
honest with you,
Yeah.
that just kind of sounds like regular children's TV shit. So
Yeah.
like,
He was like weirdly aggressive. Like
And
weirdly.
like his color palette is
listen,
very
I was
That is
too busy being
biological.
a cool kid and watching things like Horrible Histories.
Yeah, but horrible histories don't look like Mr. Blobby. That's the thing.
No, that's because as a result, as a kid, I just had a crush on Matthew Bainton. I didn't have to watch cringe shit like Mr. Blobby. I had Matthew Bainton in my life.
The weird thing is, like, Mr. Blobby was really popular for a couple of years, and then, like, they just kept going with it until everyone found it incredibly fucking annoying.
It's like Barney the Purple Dinosaur. The guy that used to wear the Barney costume is now a sex guru who makes people pay to have sex with him.
Who? What? I tapped
Do
out
you-
trying to find appropriate music, but I couldn't
What?
find any.
Okay.
Did you not know this? This is like
No.
internet lore. The guy that played Barney the Purple Dinosaur. Was his name Barney? Steve?
Yes, Barney.
There was a purple
Yeah.
dinosaur. He is now a sex guru.
Amazing.
Wow.
Horrible.
And he makes people pay hundreds of pounds to have specifically unprotected sex with him.
Okay, I'll change the title again.
Doesn't that doesn't that effectively make him a prostitute though? A very
Yes.
publicly known prostitute.
He is,
He's
in
a
fact.
sex guru, but yes, pretty much. He runs courses on how to.
It sounds like that would be illegal in quite a few Western countries.
And he doesn't live in any of those ones.
You're allowed to teach people how to have sex, aren't you?
You are, yeah.
It does.
It is very much legal.
Yep.
As long
Really?
Teaching
Yeah.
somebody how to have sex, yes. Having sex with them,
Getting them to pay you hundreds of pounds to have unprotected sex with you.
It's
That sounds like prostitution.
it
It's
is
for
a bit of
educational
a
purposes
grey
only,
area. Because it depends on how far you go with it.
also, keep in mind,
Let me see
in
if I can find
England,
anything on Google.
technically speaking, having sex for money isn't illegal. There's certain things about the location that make it illegal.
So you can't. I don't even want to know what locations are and aren't legal.
Basically,
That's just a
they've
pit
they
of knowledge.
basically made brothels illegal, which is sort of a problem because they had
Guys,
safety in
I
numbers.
found his. I found his Instagram.
Amazing.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, okay, this is beautiful.
Miss
I'm just
Blobby's
gonna-
Instagram or Barney's Instagram?
Collaboration.
I'm just gonna send a link.
That facial expression is exactly the one I expected after this conversation.
I didn't know that Barney was black.
Right. Yeah, he's a complete lunatic.
Okay.
I'll be honest. As much as I'm not interested in that man, he is a lot more attractive looking than I imagined in my head for a
I don't
sex
know why I
guru.
thought he'd be doing it in the Barney costume.
I don't think anyone would or could. Like,
you underestimate.
well,
furries.
you know, like I understand the internet and what it has done to the human population, but I just feel like everything about this, because he's like a weird holistic healer, right? And then imagine that, but in a Barney the dinosaur costume.
Amazing. 10 out of 10 would buy unprotected sex again.
I mean, is the Barney suit technically a form of protection?
Depends on
No.
whether or not it's got a hole.
It depends on the material as well, I suspect.
Yeah, it's
No.
gonna be a very dense material, and fur is really, really not that dense.
Maybe it's a latex Barney costume.
I fucking hope not. I
God, that's
I
grim.
fucking hope not. I don't want that to be true.
Why
Thank
did
you,
you
Happy.
why did you make me have the words Rubber Barney goes through my head. Why would you do this?
You're welcome. I know you love it.
Uh,
Okay.
Alright, should we get back to playing the game?
Yes!
This has been a bit of a sidetrack.
I feel that this is what our characters have been talking about.
Yeah. Oh. So, you guys are at the carousel. And what are you doing at the carousel? Are you just hanging out? You said something about EMF readers.
Testing for ghosts.
I mean, I don't know what anyone else is doing, so like I say, I've just draped myself over the nearest, prettiest thing on the carousel.
So, for ghost testing, I need you to roll investigation plus veil theory, I guess?
I
what
would love
specifically
to.
are we looking for here?
A ghost.
A ghost.
Oh yeah, the email we got mentioned, you know, some concerns about, was it paranormal activity in the area? They just want us to check it out, see if there's anything to worry about. So veil theory, and what was it?
Investigation.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, wait, that's two. Shit. Investigation plus.
That is too shit.
That is too shit. I'm actually good at that.
We've had this roll, now it's time for the shit roll.
Investigation plus intelligence.
Okay. So that's 5 for me. Wee. That is a remarkably mediocre roll all around.
A whole 2?
A whole, just 3s and 4s and 5s.
Okay. Nothing about ghosts seems to be coming up. You're not getting anything on your EMF reader that you wouldn't expect. You know, you point it at a socket and it goes boo, but other than that. Anybody else want to do anything, or are you all just going to stand there and look pretty?
I mean, I'm
did
not
you
that
guys
pretty.
mention ghosts?
It's just
No.
It's just for this photo we're setting up. That's all. They just wanted us to take some paranormal
It's a
pictures to
filter.
promote their Halloween attractions.
Have you got an EMF reader? Is this a fucking ghost hunting club? Have I joined a club that actually does things? Is this not just a friendship club?
Is this
It is
a
a
positive or a
friendship
negative
club.
for you?
We have an EMF reader because this carousel could electrocute us. It's old. And
We're
this
just
will
doing a
detect the
thorough risk
electric.
assessment. You're right.
I don't think that's how an EMF reader works. I just
EMF
like to
readers
say-
detect electricity in things like through walls, so that you know not to drill at a certain point of a wall. So when you're doing redecorating, it's what EMF readers are for.
Rick, can we nickname your
Sure.
robot Leggy for short? Yay! Yeah, we're just being thorough in our risk assessment. That's all we're doing here.
100%.
So you just relax, chill out, be friends. How let's do some friendship together.
Yes. Like tell us, what is your favorite band?
Yeah. How was that? While I get this spirit box up and running.
Sorry, I don't listen to bands. I only listen to music that's like been privately crafted for me. You wouldn't know any of the bands that I'm talking about. They all just came from the place where I grew up.
And what sort of
Okay.
music do they play for you?
Oh, various sorts of things. Depends on the occasion, honestly.
Legolt notices what looks like some tubing, maybe. It's hard to define. It's It's a sort of a pale pink color. Maybe a little tan color. I need you to make a strength plus unarmed roll, maybe? Let's see here. Yeah, unarmed. Whoop! It's stuck in there. You guys, I assume, notice the little Bionicle desperately pulling at something.
I could do with some assistance. This is very crammed in here.
How do you get down there? I point the EMF reader in your direction to see if you're in risk of getting electrocuted. You'll short circuit yourself like that.
I honestly, I don't think that's an issue. I think.
I'm sorry, small plastic creature. I would help you out, but I would break a nail, and I shouldn't.
Do I detect any electricity with my EMF reader or ghosts?
One cannot damage one's holy body. I mean, like, naturally I'd heal back from it, but
Oh, you can reattach parts as
bless
well.
the world. Actually, I've never lost a body part, so I couldn't tell you if I could. Maybe.
Just to
Oh, maybe that could be
demonstrate
a
this,
fun
like
friendship
Alt's gonna pull
activity.
off one of his arms and then peg it back in again.
I imagine that's probably what it would be much like if I could reattach parts. Like I say, I haven't tried it, but I'm not really jumping up and down to leave that much of my divine blood on the ground, you know. People might jump up and down to get that stuff.
Yes, it's
Yes.
strange how you
Well,
all lose fluid when you lose parts.
Indeed.
I'm going to use my EMF reader. Do I detect any electricity or ghosts? I don't know the difference with the reader.
I don't think there is a difference.
No.
You don't, and you also don't, like, it doesn't go off even pointing at your little Bionicle buddy.
Oh. No risk of electrocution.
Well, that's good.
Nobody seems to notice that he doesn't have electrical
It's
parts.
just not, yeah.
Well, how else would you explain him moving around and talking?
He's clearly very well insulated.
Yes.
I'm fairly certain this small plastic creature is sentient, and I'm not really sure how you haven't noticed this so far.
That doesn't make
trying
sense.
to tell them.
So,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
why
can
would I
believe in a
believe
lot of
something that
things,
doesn't make sense?
but not that.
I'm sorry. Are you guys not used to the supernatural? That's my bad. I'm making assumptions again.
Well, you know, there's a lot that I believe in, but a completely sentient robot? No.
It's not a robot. It's just a bit of
I'm a
plastic, I
Borok.
think.
Hmm.
Or whatever it just said.
Well, he's a Bionicle, and Bionicles are robots. Technically, it's just that they're animated not by electricity, but by mystical force in the island in which they live. But being a Borok, he is actually animated by a secondary malignant force called
I'm
Mochuta.
so sorry. Did I give off the impression that I cared enough to listen to this lecture? Oh, God.
Illith, am I going to have to give the title of 3 AM Bionicle Lore Understander to you?
Well, I was a Bionicle fan at one point,
Oh well.
and I have watched the Bionicle movie many times.
Wasn't there
Just try and
multiple
guess
now?
whether that's in character or not. I dare you.
I think it can be both. Where does the art begin?
Wasn't there more than one Bionicle movie?
3.
There is only one true Bionicle movie I think you'll find.
There were 3 of them.
We do not speak of the other sequels.
Yeah, I
think
mean, if
one
I'm
of them
completely
got a
honest, I didn't
theatrical
even
release
know what a
and one of them-
Bionicle was.
That's because you're
Um,
uncultured swine. Anyway.
Actually, that's because I'm a child. Is
I
that ageism I hear? Ageism?
Well, technically, Bionicles are toys for children, so
Lego's gonna continue trying to get that thing out of the hole.
Would you like to roll again, or would anybody like to roll to help?
I'm not gonna help.
No, yeah.
I'll help. What do you need me to roll?
String.
Lego has suddenly gained the strength of something far bigger than himself.
I like.
I don't have anything available to try and dig this thing out of the hole, so I'll use the only tool available which has pieces the right size to fit in the hole, which is Legolas's arm and body. So I'm going to use him to wedge him into the hole to try and scoop it out.
Okay, roll dexterity plus athletics.
I love the idea that if he succeeds, if he doesn't succeed and Lego has already succeeded, it's just like he's just picking him up after he's already done it.
I feel this is a kind of larceny thing, like lock picking, but with a Bionicle.
Fine.
Okay.
I love that as an idea, actually. Just like a phantom thief that goes around. No one can tell he's actually the thief because when they look for thieves' tools, it's just a bag full of fucking Bionicles.
Well, that's one success and one failure.
So I'm gonna say what happens is you manage to like wedge him in the right way, and he figures out exactly the perfect time and spot to grab, and the two of you work together, and it's like, I've got it. And I need both of you to make a dexterity roll plus. Unarmed for both of you.
Okay, so we go. It's 3 dice. 10.
How'd you do? Not
That's
great.
a 6,
Not
a
terrible,
7,
but not great.
Could have been worse.
And what did you roll? Ilith?
I got a success and a failure.
Okay. Wait, for unarmed plus dexterity?
Oh, firearm plus dexterity. Oh, in that case,
This is a new roll.
no successes.
Alright. So the two of you pull up this strange kind of tubing that's like, upon further now that you can see it better, it's sort of like the same color as the inside of your lip. It's like a flesh color, and it's slippery, and it, as you pull it up, it immediately wraps around the Bionicle and around and around your arm.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Ew.
Yeah, ooh, I agree.
Not consensual touching. Bad touch. And I try and escape from its clutch.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is going on?
park meet. I think we found a slug or something. Don't worry about it.
I mean, if you wanted to have a strange fetish club, I mean, I'm not against it. I just prefer to be told in advance about these things.
Well, there was some clauses regarding that in the document you signed, but that's not what this is.
I mean, it said no orgies, but you're allowed to do this. Okay.
In fairness, we don't want to be doing this.
Ew,
God, how do we
ew,
even
ew,
get this
ew,
off? I
ew.
don't want to touch it.
Is it like attached to my arm and holding me in place, or just like a worm wrapped around my arm?
It's more like a worm wrapped around your arm.
In that case, I'm gonna run around in circles, screaming and waving my arm
I'm gonna
around.
find a stick and try and hit it off of his arm.
This is gonna go great.
Definitely not just gonna be beating him.
Yeah, definitely not. What is that? Is that a dex or a strength roll?
I think Dex plus
Dex
unarmed.
Oh, is it cold arms or is it still unarmed? If
Oh
I've
no,
got a
it's
big
cold
stick?
arms. It's cold arms for a stick.
That's 2 dice. That's not ideal.
Mm.
Oh hey, but it's a 1 success.
So you smack it down, the stick down on his arm, and like you're not aiming great, but you got enough so that it's that the, as you called it, park meat seems to sort of latch around the stick instead.
Excellent. I then drop the stick naturally.
And so now everybody
Yeah,
is...
I hold the bionicle to my chest in comfort and be like, ew, 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 ew.
What do we do? I mean, you should wash your hands, but then do we like stomp it to death?
I mean, I don't want to touch it.
Was that you or your cat making those noises?
Yes, it's my cat.
I thought it might have been the park meat.
The park meat just goes... Anyway, continue.
Can I, like, try and inspect this thing and see if I can figure out
Sure.
anything about it?
I'll say for free that if you're just looking at it, it's thin and long and it undulates or pulses.
I mean, well, it seems to be alive, to say the least.
Yeah, we got that much.
Does it, like, continue...
Sorry. For context, there is a... I'm going to send you... Heads up, warning. This is a gross-looking creature, but it is a real creature that can be eaten if you eat creatures. And this is what... I'm trying to find... Here we go. Their nickname, unsurprisingly, is penis fish.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like penis
That
fish.
looks like uncooked sausages.
Well, we have salt from our ghost protecting kit,
Yep.
and I'm just gonna pour some salt over it.
Genius. This is why we pay you the big bucks, or at least exactly 50% of the big bucks.
Can I,
We are not
try
paying
and
the
figure
bionicles.
out
We don't think
if,
sentient.
this thing, like, continues back into the hole where it came from, or is this, like, all of it?
So let's do that first, and then I'll say what happens with the salt, because you asked to investigate before they threw the salt on, so it'll be a little bit of both. Roll wits plus veil theory.
Okay, so how many die is that? 4? I'm assuming. I don't know what I'm doing. Is there like a base amount of die before I add things, or is it just
Whatever amount of dice that the little dots are.
Okay, how do I roll in roll 20?
You don't have to roll in roll 20. You can also roll with your own dice, but they need to be
Okay.
d10s.
This will take centuries because I'm bad at maths, so apologies
Just
in advance.
Tell us the numbers.
Yeah,
Cool.
we don't have to add them together.
A 9, a 5, a 5, and a 3.
Brilliant. A 9 is all you need. It's 8 and up is all you need, and depending on the difficulty of something, allows you how many successes you need. I pretty much
Right.
set everything at easy because we're here to tell a story rather than to torture you, and also sometimes ones fuck us over anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old RNG.
So you notice that it's not going back into the carousel, but where it came out of the carousel does look like it still has either another half of this creature or another one of this creature. You're not sure. You're not sure if this is like one long thing that can split off or if it's like an infestation.
Okay.
But this part at least has been detached, so that's what you get. And then the salt that gets poured on it causes it to violently wriggle around and thrash.
Excellent.
Um,
Should we try and collect it in some sort of specimen jar?
it then sort of, out of its ends, because there's two ends, it seems to sort of ooze a kind of like, you're gonna find this so sexy. I'm so sorry in advance.
Nickelodeon slime.
Excellent.
Like
Mr. Blobby slime.
Yes.
like cottage cheese and custard kind of texture.
Oh.
It's jizzing.
That's what it looks like. Fucking hell. Go to a doctor.
See a doctor.
I was gonna say jizz should not have chunks in it.
No.
Well,
Chunky.
you know, it's
Do
a
you like the
long
jizz with or
worm
without pulp?
creature. You know, it's the most disgusting jizz you've ever seen.
Oh my
I'd expect
god.
this creature to have gross jizz.
It's also kind of like it's like custard colored as well. It's not like white. It's like yellowish white.
Oh, sick.
Oh. As per usual, this free holiday, it was not worth it.
Very gross.
You get a wave of this smell that is a mixture of like an abattoir and grapes.
A what and grapes?
Abattoir.
I thought you said Avatar.
Yes, just Avatar: The Last Airbender and grapes.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I know what he smells like.
It's just the smell of Aang. No, basically, have you ever smelled what a butcher shop smells like?
Yep.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
that, only 10 times more intense, plus the smell of grapes.
What
Oh,
a
okay,
unique
great.
combo. It's making me sort of want a picnic.
It's Derek again.
Derek comes through in us all. I wanted to give Mads a last name that also started with M, and I was so tempted for it to just be Mads McNormal. Like it was a relative.
I mean, honestly,
I really thought you were going to say Mad
can't
Nickel Daddy.
I can't
Also
say it's an
good.
unfamiliar smell to Barkus. Because, you know, butcher shop's very bloody smell, and grapes are very winey smell, so kind of like my things, honestly.
This is your vibe. It's exactly your
Welcome to the
vibe.
Party,
Mr.
you know?
Bloody Cum Butchers card.
Although I do make a note of avoiding getting any of the like white pussy stuff on my clothes.
I have never been more thankful to be made of plastic that doesn't, like, you know, that's very easy to clean.
I need everybody to roll wits plus veil theory.
Okay.
Witty and veil theory.
Oh, nice.
Whose roll is that? That's your roll, okay.
That was
Ooh.
me.
I got two good ones as well.
I got a good and a bad.
I
Two's
got
okay, isn't it? Like the
Yeah.
number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 2s, 1 7, and 1 10.
Yeah, hey,
So
that's
brilliant.
the 10 you need.
So you don't notice it.
Don't eat the dice. Don't eat the. Spit that out.
Dice. Eat the dice, Brennan.
Cats.
Guido doesn't notice it. Maybe because, like, you're looking for a specimen jar or something.
I mean, I'm just scrubbing my hands at this point.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's also valid. But the others of you notice out of the corner of your eye, almost like a big rippling underneath the carousel, and it almost seems like something recedes into the shadows. And
I think there may have been more than one of these things.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That thing was like only a part of it, or possibly one of many.
and
Did you not figure that out?
and
No, but it would have been nice to know.
I just assumed that you were on the same level of intelligence as me. I apologize. That was very rude of me.
You'd never
Most
make
people aren't.
assumptions.
and you do notice. It's hard to explain because you can't see it. It's not there, but you feel like 100% certain, like something just, like a, you know, when you're walking and you feel like somebody's behind you,
Yeah, sure.
and then you turn around and there's nobody.
Yes.
Sure.
You felt that, but coming from the carousel. Like, you were sure there was a person that was there at the carousel just now, but you didn't see them and they weren't there.
Do we have like a
So, what
moisture
I'm
detector?
getting from this whole interaction is that you guys have been lying to me about the nature of this club.
Okay.
Because
I
you seem
I resent that.
semi-prepared
We didn't
for
lie.
some
You
form
didn't
of
read the terms and
supernatural
conditions.
phenomena. I mean, who the fuck's gonna read a 12-page terms and conditions document for a university club?
That's
Not you,
sort of
apparently.
what we're
That would be
designed
the,
for, granted. However,
that would
it
be the
does
Terms
mention-
and Agreements Club.
Yeah, those guys love that shit.
Yeah.
Yes, which is why I didn't join that club.
We are predominantly about making friends. But you know, the club doesn't get a lot of university funding, and we had to find other methods to get that funding. This is what we're good at, mostly.
Are we good at
Yes.
this?
Yes, we're good at this. We're just in training.
I mean, your
I love the
reaction to
versions I've seen
Viscera
of
is
what we are.
really
We're still probably
quite
the best.
squeamish for people that are supposedly doing this professionally.
Well, this is the first time we've encountered park meat, so I'm more on the sort of I like things that have less physical form personally, but that's, you know, each to their own. But yes, we dabble in the paranormal. We make a shit ton of money doing it. Well, in theory. We will make a shit ton of money doing it.
You better, you owe me for that signature.
You're welcome in on this side of stuff if you would like to. You don't get paid for the first 3 months, though. It's your probation period. And if you tell
I
anyone,
mean-
we will have to kill you.
Like I said, you still owe me.
Oh,
for
you
my
get paid for your
anyway,
signature, yes.
So, and quite honestly, I don't really need the money anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, well, even better. Do it for the love of friendship.
Oh, and I really wouldn't recommend killing me. You might incite the anger of not sure how many people. Quite a large group. Not to be recommended.
Well, then I hope you never give us
from a
cause
hive
to.
as well.
What?
So you're from a hive as well.
No, I'm not.
Is that not what we call a large grouping of similar people with
No.
similar goals?
I'm not a bee, so no.
I'm
No
not a
hive
bee
buddy
either,
for
I'm a
you
bone
this
rock.
time.
Well, I've never heard of you, so I'm sure that's what you guys call a large grouping of people, but it's not what I call a large grouping of people.
What do you call a large grouping of humans?
That's actually a good
A
question.
friendship club.
A friendship club.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't really call it a friendship club, you know, a little bit too much sacrificing of the newer members.
Oh no, we do that sometimes too.
I like the idea that there's
Like,
been other members
what?
that you've just killed.
Yeah, yeah.
We've had
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
They
yeah.
wouldn't keep the secrets.
Well, the thing is that they wanted to play games with me, and there's only so many games you can play with me and survive.
Exactly. They've died for many reasons.
This university has like a stupidly high mortality rate.
No one can work out why.
Well, they just
Excellent.
disappear, and people think that they're dropouts.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, is there a plan of attack? Are you guys going to move away or towards the carousel? Are you going to?
I would like to take a sample of the cottage cheese because I think
Oh,
that's probably worth some money somewhere. Maybe we sell that to the organization actually. Samples.
I'm gonna
Well,
find somewhere to
what-
drape myself that's not the carousel.
What were we paid to do exactly?
Well, I think their hope was that we would discover nothing. So we were basically paid to find nothing. They didn't give clear instructions on what to do if we found something.
So all we have to do is go back to our photos and say we found nothing.
I mean, I guess we could. I don't think they want us to lie, though.
Okay,
but-
but
well-
I'm not
well-
cleaning up the worm corpse.
But they don't want us to say there's any kind of weird paranormal thing. I think we should think of this as like a scientific paper for nutrition. That
I
they
think-
paid us to give a specific result, not to tell the truth.
I think we
So-
should think of this as a business opportunity. I think they should pay us double to make that the truth.
Oh my god, if I'm completely honest with you guys, when you guys start talking, I just start zoning out.
That's fine.
Immediately.
We can make the business decisions, and you can go hunting
Admittedly,
large worms.
You slightly less so than the feeble one, but
You're
good
not
odds.
a very good friend.
That's why
Uh,
they're in the friendship club. None of us are good people.
Yes, we're not good people,
I'm-
but we aspire to be good friends.
a spectacular person, and I don't actually need friends. I'm simply here because my professor told me that I needed friends because she found my presence depressing.
I think your professor is correct. Stick with us, kid. I'm going to ring the client now, and I'm going to get them to pay us more money to deal with
Not
the
to
worms.
mention, I have hundreds of worshippers. I don't need friends.
Legolas is gonna jump down and see if there's any like underneath
We all
the displays.
think we don't need friends until we join the friendship club, and then we realize that friends are the friends we never had.
I'm
What if
sorry,
the real
what did you
friends
say?
were the friends we
like
made
I
along the
said,
way?
I completely doze off when you start talking. Sorry, feeble one. It's just really. It's just really quite boring when you open your mouth.
Oh, buddy.
Would you like to play a game? That might be more amusing then.
Is that the
No.
sentence that leads to like all of the previous people we've killed?
Yes, I think so.
Maybe.
You can play a game
No,
when we're off work hours.
Really don't want to play a game with you. It sounds vexing.
Oh well.
I think. Do any of you have common sense?
No.
Characters or?
I have danger sense.
No, danger sense isn't useful here.
Okay.
I also
Does
only have
common
danger
sense a
sense.
stat?
Common-
It's
Common sense is a perk.
yeah.
Oh, okay, no. I have not really put time into my perks. I have a single one, so I don't know if I was supposed to have more than that.
I feel like your character would not have common sense.
No, I don't think they would.
So never mind then. Go ahead. Do what you were gonna do.
Excellent.
You calling them up?
Oh yes,
There's just silence.
I give them a ring.
Yellow?
Hi, it's us.
Ah, everything okay?
Yes, I mean we're all
These have
still alive.
defeated the land.
Your park is infested though.
Infested. Okay. So, I have to call a, like one of those people to tent it off and spray it down.
Not that kind of infestation, unfortunately. Something far more insidious and cheesy.
Penis worms. You have
yes.
penis worms.
I'm sorry, what?
That's the technical term, don't worry about it.
Ignore the feeble one.
The fact is, we can get rid of it for you, but we will have to
Carousel is
up our
infested
fee.
with tentacles.
What?
They are quite dangerous, though. You
Tentacles,
shouldn't.
that's
You
quite good.
absolutely would not be able to open your park again until it is dealt with. But we could probably deal with it tonight.
How?
The how is not important. The fact that we can get it done is
We're a results-oriented organization.
quite.
Okay, but what materials do you need?
Have you got any pyrotechnics?
No.
Not even fireworks?
No.
Hmm.
Not while we were.
Do you have long, sharp sticks?
I don't know, maybe?
How about guns?
No, this is England, not America.
Hey, it's worth
Well,
checking.
if we have a long, sharp stick, and some of the equipment we already have on us, that should do us.
Would it not make sense to move the carousel?
Move the Wait. Are you saying that the carousel is infested with...
If not the carousel, then perhaps underneath the carousel.
Yes, that is exactly what we're saying.
Can you come back tomorrow and we can move the carousel together? I can get, somebody to tow it.
If that's preferable to you, yes. We can spend the rest of the evening investigating the maze in the meantime.
Yeah, okay.
Excellent. We will need to charge you for another day rate then. For tomorrow, of course.
That makes sense.
And we'll discuss the extermination fees tomorrow.
Of course.
Thank you for your business. You'll be very satisfied with the results.
I'm sure.
I hang up.
You can hear just like a business guy being like, I'm so upset. Alright, so you guys are gonna head over to the maze, I assume?
I would like to high-five my business associate / friendship club first on a deal well negotiated.
Nice one, buddy.
I don't really understand what a high five is, and I assume that you're going to kiss my hand.
You know what?
How
I'm
do you
just so-
respond when it's slapped then?
Yeah. You like hold your hand out, and I just do like one of those upwards high fives.
Because like It's like a weird, like, floppy presented down hand.
Oh,
Like when you go to give someone your hand to be kissed, right? So like, I don't really know. If you
This-
slap it, I'm just gonna look vaguely confused and be like, never had that one before. I
There's
can say.
some sentences that just make my brain just. It's just so nice. It's like having one of those head scratches, but on the inside. And floppy down hand has to be one of those.
Excellent. I'm glad I could do that for you.
You're very welcome.
How do you spell maze?
Maze, depending on if it's maize or mazes in corn.
Okay.
it might be a maze.
It could be. Is it a maze,
There
Mo?
is a great maze near Cambridge.
I'm a maze. Now get me out of this mayonnaise jar.
It's a maze. Oh yes, the Mazazi.
It was easy.
Mr. Bloody Cumberches. Great, I love reading chat after not paying attention for a few minutes.
The Mr. Blobby Conjures. I fucking forgot. It's so cursed. At least you and Illith can complain together now. Anyway.
Are we going to the maze?
Yes.
Let's see if we can't make another day's payment out of this trip. God, the friendship club's gonna be funded for years to come.
Listen, long as you can afford my signature fees, I don't really care.
Maybe we will actually be able to afford firearms soon. I wonder how we'll justify
Well,
that to the campus when we
it's not
submit our
the problem
budget.
of affording them, because I've been looking online and you can get them on eBay, but it raises questions when the shots go off. So and buying silencers is much more difficult. So if we really want to improvise some of those first.
Actually, might know a couple good spots where we can get silencers.
I
Oh.
knew you'd come to the right place.
Well-
I had a good feeling about you.
That would be very helpful.
We might even pay you.
It's a bit of an awkward route to go down, and we might end up having a couple people trying to kidnap me, possibly you guys as well. But you know, that's pretty much on the regular, anyways.
As long as it doesn't interfere too much with our club, sure.
Probably not. I mean, like, all they really want is for me to return and lead their services again. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love being worshipped. It's spectacular, but, sometimes you just want to pursue something else in life. You get bored of living it up in luxury.
Sure. Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, relatable, bud. Absolutely.
Yeah, so, you know, might be interesting. They might even be able to help us out, actually, on occasion. We'll see, but probably can get silences.
Excellent. Well, when we get the
I can
payout for this job,
also absolutely get you the best psychedelics on the market. The best.
this is also good to know.
We craft some pretty good ones as well, but you know, we only pay premium for the best ones.
I nudge Ellis and just go, see, I told you they were cool.
Yes. I feel they may be changing the tone of the group somewhat.
But, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe we could actually be cool.
From experience, when some people start feeling cool, it's generally when they decide that it's time to leave and start another group.
Ah, that's true. And then we'd have to kill them, and that is unfortunate.
Yes. It is. The necessity of playing a game if you want to leave was included for a reason.
Well, we'll keep him around for as long as we can anyway.
You guys aren't talking very quiet. I can hear you.
Oh, hi. We haven't learned to whisper very well. There isn't usually other people in the room.
Yes,
No,
I'm
not
getting
really.
that. Well, I mean, there's a chance we'll all get kidnapped and brought back to my residence, but really, they're quite good at keeping secrets, and there's only a couple hundred of them. Possibly in the thousands. I can't remember if we've gotten that big yet. I don't keep the numbers. Not my job.
So, you guys make your way towards the maze.
Yay, yes. To the maze.
Are you doing anything there?
Entering the maze. I assume. I mean, just sort of check it out. Can we do like can I have a little nosy around to do a vibe check on the maze?
Sure. It looks.
Investigate. Oh wait.
Do you want your free stuff first, or do you want to do investigation?
Oh well, tell me what you're gonna tell me anyway, and then I'll investigate. That sounds good.
It's kind of dead leaves looking, tall enough that like a kid could get lost in it, but that like if you did on your tiptoes, you could probably look over.
Okay, yep.
Now, the smell of rot in this place is really quite impressive.
In this instance, actually, the smell of rot has shifted. So what was originally smelled like what you could describe as like an infection almost from the carousel, here it smells more on the meat side, less on the infection side. It smells like a mixture of like meat and like the smell of like sweat maybe, or
Ooh.
some sort of something musty almost.
Anyone else getting weirdly hungry?
No, that's just you. I ate before I came.
I'd say of a couple of meals I've had in my time.
Well, you know, we should really talk about that because I'm sure there's a fascinating story behind it, but maybe not while we're stuck at night with you.
Well, I mean, I can't say that I've gone through a maze before, but you're just supposed to like follow one direction, right?
Usually the goal is to find it into the middle.
Yeah, but you just like follow going the same direction every time when you get your destination. I mean, that's what I understand about mazes, right?
There's a trick to it where if you keep turning like left or right, then you will eventually get to the end. Yes,
Like what
but
I
it is
just
a
said,
long way
yeah.
of doing it.
I suppose. I mean, I don't think the plastic thing's big enough, but I think we could probably see over it and see where we're going.
That's true. We aren't children.
Although, are there any like walkways? Because some mazes have the like weird kind of footbridges as a part of the maze.
Oh yes.
Are there any of those?
Are there any like sticky up bits, Mo? No.
Yeah, I was having a thought. I was like, I was trying to decide if there is or isn't. No, fairly simple.
Okay. Can we just like easily get to the middle while just looking over the edges?
It'll take some time, but you should be able to do it. It'll take less time than just following left, but it'll take more time than like if you knew your way through.
How solid are the walls?
You're just gonna walk through?
They're bushes. You could probably force your way through.
I think they might duct up, hey, if we destroy their maze, though.
I'm just gonna try and follow the maze by peering over.
Customer service first. We have a reputation to uphold.
I
I
don't
was
want to ruin my
wondering if we
clothes.
could just walk on top of them.
Oh, though the Bionicle could.
Yes, that's true. The Bionicle could when the Bionicle comes
Okay,
back.
I'm going to tie some string around the center of the Bionicle. Are you ready, buddy?
Unfortunately,
I've already left to just do the maze. I've
You just
left
off.
that whole situation behind. Yeah.
okay.
Excellent.
We will follow you first because Rick is currently somewhere.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, actually, could we just take a quick break? Because I really need a toilet.
Yeah, sure. We'll take a quick break.
All right. Back in a bit.
Okay. I'm trying to download an image. Actually, no. You know what I'll do? I'll do this instead.
Should we pause the recording during our short break, or is this going to be a full stream of consciousness recording?
I can pause the recording probably. Let's see. Pause. 3. Yeah, we're started.
Okay.
Hey!
We're back. The entire map vanished and there's just carousel.
I tried
Carousel.
to paste this map onto it, but I couldn't figure out how to, so I just put it in chat.
Ah, okay, fab.
I was like, I'm done fighting. Anyway, so you're going in. Is there anything in
Yep.
particular you're doing?
Honestly, I'm just like kind of walking around the maze, enjoying the surroundings, taking in the rotting flesh smelling air.
Like, just like home.
Yeah, truly.
The smell gets stronger the closer you get to the center. And the closer you get to the center, the more you hear these strange noises. At first, you kind of hear this kind of like gurgling, almost whining noise, like something that's been injured. And then the closer you get, you kind of hear rasping breath, and you hear sort of like wet slapping noises as if something's trying to move around.
You see, that's not where my brain goes when you say those things consecutively.
Well, I have an image of what I'm going to send you, and so what you're imagining, I imagine, does not look like
no,
what I...
it doesn't. Look, I'm gonna yell, guys, I think this might breach your contracts. It sounds like someone's having an orgy out here.
Well, technically, as long as they hadn't signed the contract, we can't do anything about it to them.
That's true, though we do tell our clients as well that we're not into that. Not the services we offer.
In that case, they seem to have broken contract, and then I'm just gonna keep going.
Worst
gonna
case, it's teenagers that are gonna mess with our whole system
I'm
here.
gonna throw the Bionicle up in the air so they can see what's happening.
Sure. Where is Rick?
Said he'd be right back.
I'll be right
Well,
back.
I have the floor small, so I'm gonna see if I can just crawl on top of the hedge because I'm the size of a child.
On top of the hedge or under the hedge?
Over the hedge. I want to like crawl along the top of the hedge.
Okay, roll dexterity plus athletics.
You better not damage
Athletics. That's something that Yugi is famously good at. That's 1 success and 1 failure.
You try, but the hedge doesn't really hold you, and you kind of flop down.
So
Well,
I guess
so
we have
much
to do
for
this
that
the
then.
old-fashioned way. I'm gonna start wandering through the maze.
I'm going to use a science roll to see if I can figure out a smarter way to get through the maze.
Sure.
Can I, like, try and give aid purely in the fact that Barkus is definitely wearing an absolutely obscene amount of perfume and stuff, so you can probably smell the route that they've taken.
What's that? You just get a whiff of them.
You
So-
just
Okay.
they just like scent like floral perfume.
Science intelligence to figure out a smarter route through the
Sure.
maze.
Yeah.
Well, I want at least one good roll, but no, one success, one failure every single time.
In true Yugi
Doesn't matter how many
fashion.
dice I roll, always that.
So, I'll say you're rolling to navigate the maze, is that right?
Yep.
With the perfume, you can add one more dice.
One
another
dice.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, that's another failure.
You're so welcome.
Excellent.
With that context, the perfume just in all different directions because I did not know where I was going, and so it just adds confusion.
Yeah,
Yep.
you've just been meandering through.
Yep.
So, we've got a couple of options now. Rick, it appears, has been betrayed by his body.
As are we all.
So, as soon as he comes back, I'll round off the session with what you see, and then we'll end on a cliffhanger.
Slay.
In the meantime, while still remembering you're on recording, how is everybody, and how's your week been?
Hello.
Oh, there we go! Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect timing.
Wow. He appears.
Yeah.
We're gonna round off the session now, and I'm just gonna tell you,
Okay.
you guys are at the maze.
The maze.
I have just thrown you into the maze, attached to a piece of string.
Is there any
Ah.
chance the string is long enough that he would have landed near me?
Is that the case?
Sure.
Excellent.
Do you
I
want to know
guess
what
if
horrors
I
await
see
us?
a small plastic bionicle near me, I'll pick it up.
So, this is the order.
I mean, that's a general good rule for life.
Yep.
This is the order that you guys arrive. First, Bacchus and Bionicle.
Yeah.
Then Maddie. Then Yu-Gi-Oh.
Slay.
And in the center of the maze is this beautiful creature that I'm about to send you an image of.
Yay!
Oh wow, it's really beautiful.
I mean, it does look better than
Oh.
the penis fish.
And
very spawn core.
yeah, and what is coming out of spots on it. A bit like, have you ever seen some of the Resident Evil games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that, like oozing out of it are these what you affectionately call penis worms, and dropping onto the floor and slithering off.
Well, I guess this explains the infestation.
There's
Gesundheit.
to be where it's coming from, yeah.
But I also think you could probably charge quite a lot of money to dispatch whatever the fuck this thing is.
Oh, we will. We will be charging quite a lot of money.
Yes.
We don't even have our pointed sticks yet.
So, do you guys have like hazmat suits? Anything of the sort? You know, I don't really want to be stabbing mushy creatures in this outfit because it is fabulous.
Well, first, let's establish whether this is a sentient creature or not.
I mean,
hello.
even if it is sentient, it's ugly enough that I honestly really think it might be better off dead.
Ignoring that entirely, I walk over to the flesh sack and say, hello.
It speaks to you in weird muttering, like it's clearly a language, but you don't know what it's saying, and it almost scratches the back of your skull when it speaks.
Well, you seem to have some mind, but not a mind that we can comprehend. Or at least I can.
Did we all hear the talking?
Yeah.
Okay. I really think maybe I should learn how to do that. Really add to the whole deity thing, I think. Quite unpleasant.
God, this one might be above our pay grade.
Well, let's ask how much we're getting paid for this, because I think you might be right.
Well, I
It
don't
looks
think
to be
salt's
just
gonna
a
work.
torso, so if it's like that, where's the rest of it?
Or do you think there's more of it?
Well, if you look
Oh,
at
I
the bones, it looks like there's
fucking hope
connecting
not.
points for limbs.
And with that, you hear something you hear some footsteps behind you. And
Why do I speak words?
do?
Why do I say things?
That
It-
is a good question.
you
I'm
hear
about to
some.
get chased by a foot.
You hear some footsteps behind you, and you just hear, "Oh, hmm." Now we can leave it there, or we can go a little bit longer. It's up to you.
No, I love a
I might have
cliffhanger.
to stop either way.
Cliffhanger's pretty good.
All right.
I'm also about to fall asleep because brain death.
Yeah, we went half an hour.
The meds will kick in and I can like actually talk.
We went half an hour more than we normally do. I'm gonna stop the recording
Yay.
here. Everybody say bye-bye.
I recording.
Bye.
20.
20.
20. I'm sorry for Mr. Blobby's cum butcher's recording.
Oh no, not the cum butcher's recording.
It may be the worst thing I've ever typed.
There's still time yet.